Hello everyone, hope you're having a great day. My name is Justin Cool, host of the TV show Debate Wars in Agriculture. Today's topic is pesticides. Let's meet our contestants.
Hello everyone, my name is Logan Orr. I am 18 and I'm from town Reddick, Illinois. I'm actually from a small farm, and if you can't tell, I love pesticides. Today I'm personally going to talk about pesticides in the environment. I'm going to be speaking for it. We're going to shake things up. You know, I love this show. I'm so excited to be here. I love you, Justin. This is awesome. Let's get.
My name is Evan Staggs. I'm an 18-year-old from Northville, Illinois, which is a small farm town. I've grown up around fields being sprayed with these pesticides, and I've eaten the crops my entire life, and I'm perfectly fine, perfect health.
Hi, I'm Alyssa. I'm from Darien, Illinois, but now I teach at the University of Illinois. I teach ACE 251, World Food Economy. I'm a colleague of Dr. Rayburn, taught him everything he knows. And today I'll be speaking about the benefits of pesticides on food production and economy. And I'm ready to win this.
Hi, my name is Kenya, and I have a young son, the age of 5, and obviously I'm against pesticide because I'm a concerned mother, and I do not want my son walking around with 3 eyes and 4 fingers. Not how we roll in our household. We're from Florida, so team no pesticide.
What?
Hi everyone, this is Jason. I'm a researcher at Human Disease Center. My main field of study is the relationship between human health and pesticide. So today I will focus on cancer and children's health.
My name is Rebecca and I am a student in Professor Fix's ACE 251 class. I have a solid B-, and I believe that my professor partakes in the force-fed message thrust upon society by the agricultural corporate bourgeoisie. I'm an avid backyard gardener, a self-taught economist, and I have a subscription to Better Homes and Gardens magazine. I know we're going to win, but if we don't, it's not my fault. Wait, do we get money if we win?
I'd like to thank everyone for coming out today. Before we continue with the show, I'd like to give a few brief facts about pesticides for the audience so they know what's going on. A pesticide is a chemical used to protect crops from disease, pests, etc. Another cool fact for the audience, I know you guys are so eager to hear this, the U.S. is the #1 user of pesticides yearly. Year-round nationally there is 1 billion pounds of pesticides used, and pesticides, there's a lot of debate on whether they're right or wrong, and we're going to see that in the show. Our first contestants are, I'd like to introduce our Logan and Kenya. Logan is a big pesticides fanatic. Kenya is highly against pesticides. This should be interesting today, folks. We'll see how this goes. So Logan and Kenya, I'd like you guys to give your first remarks on what you guys feel is right and why you feel, how pesticides affect the environment.
You may go first.
I'll give you guys the floor.
Thank you, sir. Well, everybody, I would like to say again how much I love pesticides. I think they're great. You know, you hear all this concern about pesticides in the environment, but people don't realize how important they are. You think about all the weeds they kill, all the bugs. You know, we could have infestations. Think about your houses. You know, you have ants. You want to get rid of them so they don't eat all your food, don't contaminate things. And I know you, Kenya, as a mother, are very worried about that. But without pesticides, you wouldn't be able to protect your environment for all those little nasty ants, little spiders, especially getting in your house.
Well, my opinion on that, what about the honeybees? You know, excessive amounts of pesticide cause a major harm to the environment, such as the loss of biodiversity, as well as water pollution, soil contamination. I mean, do you take any of those into consideration? As well as the fact that I get to experience the beautiful honeybees. What about my son? When he grows up, he can't see these lovely creatures. I mean, that's not fair.
It's true. It's not fair at all. And like most of the things, you know, with pesticides and in the past, it's true, we have applied too much of it. I know, like atrazine. You know, a wise professor once told me that, you know, when the U.S. finds something cheap and effective, they tend to overuse it, and that's true. Pesticides you're talking about, like especially killing the bees and everything like that, that's a major concern. And I know like some of the steps that we're taking to combat that are really the ways of application and like how you apply the pesticides. I don't know if you've gotten to go to like any local farms or anything like that, but sprayers have highly calibrated systems now to monitor how much chemicals you put in and put on a field, whether most of the time it's measured in like gallons per acre and everything like that, so that can kind of help us be more effective in kind of limiting our use of pesticides so we don't overuse it.
You do bring it to a really good point. I just feel like if we can just cut back on the amount of pesticide used, then maybe we can keep it up.
Yeah, it's very true.
Alright guys, that was a very great first debate for this television show. I'd like to conclude what we're doing here with this certain section about the environment. I appreciate your guys' time. Thank you. Welcome back everyone. Hope you guys are having a good day. Our next contestants are Evan Skaggs and Jason Chang. They'll be covering topics of human development and the effects of pesticides. Woo! Guys, anyone like to start off with their saying? You can go ahead. Take it away.
EPA had found a serious relationship between human health and pesticide. Human health has been damaged by pesticide in three major ways: asthma, children's development disability, and children's cancer. What do you think about that?
It's hard to link something like that to only the pesticide use. Like, for example, I'm 18 now. I grew up eating all these pesticides, and I don't have cancer. I like to think I don't have a bad IQ.
Yeah, but you are just one of these individuals, and there are so many other people affected by this pesticide. EPA has linked the low exposure to pesticide to damage to fetus, infant, even young children.
Well, I think this is more of they look into it to be more cautious, because the EPA is also the same people that regulate how much pesticide can be in something before it's sold, so they make sure it's at a minimum amount.
How do you explain the rise of cancer rate after the widespread of pesticide? EPA had been linking the spraying of pesticides to high rate of children cancer.
Well, everything today people want to link to cancer. As for chocolate, for example, they say chocolate is linked to cancer, but I mean, it's hard to say that it's chocolate that caused the cancer.
Come on, you know that's not true, right? They didn't really link the chocolate with cancer.
I mean, they just try and link cancer with all kinds of things, so you can't really say that it's pesticides for sure.
Alright guys, that was good. Your time is up. Now we'll word from our
There! That's your final lesson. Now for your first meal. Get them behind the knee, boy. They hate that.
Yow!
Now in the earlobe. It's tender there.
Yow!
That's my boy.
That's fun, Unc. But he said a bad word.
What's that?
Raid.
Raid?
Yes, Raid, house and garden bug killer. For both indoors and outdoors. Raid hunts bugs down like radar. Sweeps flies and mosquitoes from the air. Attacks roaches and ants as they crawl. And kills them dead. Kills all kinds of bugs indoors. Outdoors, Raid House and Garden Bug Killer wipes out insects that attack your flowering plants. Even protects evergreens. So get Raid. It smells good, but it really kills them dead. Created by Johnson's Wax.
Now for our third and final deciding debate. We'll have the guest contestants, Alyssa and Becky. Would you guys like to come in? This last topic will be very important, the deciding factor. We will be covering production and effects on the economy of pesticides. Ladies, take it away.
Well, I think we should first start off by talking about how pesticide manufacturers, farmers, and distributors all play an integral part in the economy, and providing a tax base and providing jobs for local communities and state governments. So what do you have to say to that?
Well, you know that strawberry production involves some of the heaviest pesticide use. So what about farmers that are obviously forced to produce with pesticides in order to just compete with other farmers?
Well, that is the basis of the economy. The production of strawberries is a competitive industry. And California is responsible for 88% of strawberry production in our nation. So even though fumigates, which aren't a good environmental choice, are a good economic choice for farmers to compete. And in the end, farming is a job, and at the end of the day, they're going to care about the revenue they make and their profits and not.
Well, what do you have to say about the government conspiracy that is obviously going on in the European Union? These farmers are trying to produce these biopesticides, obviously trying to find a way to avoid all those awful toxic chemicals, and they're being shut down by governments that are obviously fed a large sum of cash by corporate enterprises that produce pesticides.
Well, those are different than pesticides. They're regulated differently, and they're not a really trustworthy option right now. Whereas pesticides are a very good economic option right now and are trustworthy when they're regulated by the EPA.
You're saying that competition is actually helping these people?
Yes, I am. I mean, let's go to a what-if situation. So, what if we were to ban pesticides? What would happen? Well, food production of crops like corn would decrease, while food prices of corn would increase. And that would cause that, I mean, we can afford nutritional food right now at affordable prices because of pesticides.
Yeah, but the issue with food is distribution, not production.
Well, since we're talking about the economy, we're not really talking about the distribution right now. I mean, yes, the distribution is not very even right now, but food production with pesticides, we do have the ability to feed the world if it was distributed correctly. I mean, right now we lose 1/3 of food to pests and diseases with pesticides. Think about what would happen if we didn't have pesticides. How much food would be lost?
So typical. You just care about the economy and not about the little guy.
All right, ladies, time's up. Thanks for your time. When we come back, we will decide the winner. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You viewers have decided, and the winners are for pesticides. We have Logan, Evan, and Alyssa. Can't believe it. Congratulations, you guys. You are the grand winners. Yes. Tune in next week for our next episode of Unfiltered Debates.